Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the part 2 of our Django PDF series using ReportLab. In the last video, we created a static PDF, but in real world project, we usually need dynamic content like user data, reports, or receipts. So today I will show you how to generate PDFs with data pulled from your Django database, all dynamically. We will use a profile module as an example to display all the profiles in a simple HTML table using Django's list view and add a download PDF link for each one. When clicked, it will generate a custom PDF for the profile using ReportLab. So let's dive in. So first I'm going to create a module called as profile. So this is our simple profile model with name, age, gender, address and email. You can replace or extend this with your own user data or custom models. So now I'm going to run the migration for this file. Now I'm going to add this in the admin. So now let me start the server. Let me go for the admin panel. See, as you can see, there is a profile model. Now I'm going to add some profiles here. Now we are going to use this data to generate the PDFs. Now I'm going to create the list view for displaying the data. Let me import it. We are using the Django's list view to fetch and pass all the profiles to the template here. This keeps our code short and clean. So let me create a template. Template. Now I'm going to create a template to render the table. So let me run the server again. So before that, I have to use the URL file to add this URL. So I'm using profile list as the URL name. Let me copy this. I'm going to save this. As you can see, there are the data here. Let me add a border to this so it will be visible. Here you can see it clearly. Now here is our simple template. It looks through all the profiles and display them in a table. Each row includes a link to download the user data as a PDF. I'm going to add that later on. So before adding the link to download the PDF, I'm going to create a view to download those PDFs. So now I'm going to create a view to generate a profile PDF. I'm using the primary to get the data of the user which we want the PDF of. So the application type we want is PDF and the file name what we want. I'm using inline, so it will come without downloading. It will show in the website only. So afterwards, when everything correct, we can download it as PDF. So here, if I want a dynamic file name, I can use it like with the F string. Now it will come the user's profile, user's name dot PDF instead of just PDF, profile PDF. Now let me declare the canvas here, and I'm going to set the font size to 12 for the heading. This is the heading. Now I'm going to set the font for the content. This is going to be size less compared to the heading. Here I'm going to display the user's data. First name, age, gender, address and email. And I'm going to define it show page, and I'm going to save it, and I'm going to return the response. So this view uses ReportLab to generate a clean PDF with profiles name, email, age and address. Data is fetched dynamically based on the ID passed in the URL. The ID which we are using as a primary key. This is the ID we are passing now. The PDF is written as a file downloaded in the browser. We are gonna see about that one later on. So now that I have created this, let me add this in the URL. Since I'm passing the ID here, so I should mention that here. Since the ID is going to be dynamic, we have to use the arrow. Now let me update the list here. So here I'm going to add action, and here I'm going to pass the ID. See, profile.id. This is the primary key, and this is the URL which we created, and generate PDF. So I'm going to save it, and if I go back and refresh, see, generate PDF is here. So let me click on it. See, this is the data which we got here. Now if you are working with how this is showing, like the dimensions, the spacings and everything, we are gonna change this inline to attachment. Now instead of, when I click now, if I refresh and if I click now, instead of giving it in the second page here as a web browser here, it's gonna download it to our browser directly. See, that's how it is. And that's it for part 2. We now generate PDFs dynamically using real data from our Django models. So in part 3, we'll go one step further and generate PDFs for all users in one bulk and even style the PDFs if necessary. So make sure to like and subscribe if this was helpful and comment below what you'd like to see next.